Hello friends, welcome back to this tutorial series of Jetpack Compose. And in this tutorial, we are going to learn about rows, columns and box layouts in Compose. And we'll see how these layouts can help us to build the UI together the way we want. So let's get started. So here I am in a Compose project, and first let us create a one function for the Compose. In the last video, we have already learned that to create a compose function with the preview annotation, we can just write prev and just enter, and the compose will make us a function for that. So I'll just name it as a column demo. So okay, that's it. Now I'll just open this split panel, and this is rendering a preview. So currently, as we don't have anything composable here, so we are not able to see anything here. I'll just write it as a show system UI as a true. Okay, so we'll see a system UI here. Let me fit it to the screen. Yes, fine. Now let's just try by adding two composable here. It will be a text composable. Make sure to import the composable. Yes. Now I write some text. This is composable text, and then let's give it a style. Text style, and with a font size of, let's say, 30 sp. Okay. Now I'll just duplicate this one, and here I'll just write what should I write? Okay, this is sample text. Okay, so just let it render complete, and after you will see, so this is overlapping, these two texts are overlapping, and that is a default behavior of compose. Just like I have discussed in the previous video, that even every composable function will write here, that will start from a bottom left, sorry, top left corner. So this will be a 0 0 position according to the index and according to the graph, and every composable will start from here. So both composable are starting from this position, so that's why they are overlapping each other. So what should be the solution for this one? So there is a solution named as a column. So just like we had a linear layout in our XML views, so this column is somewhat similar to that. So let's try to wrapping all these things in a column, and this column accepts multiple composables. So I'll just cut both of these and will paste here. So as soon as I'll paste here, you can see the preview here that now these composables are arranged one after the another. So this composable is at the top and this is the bottom. So these two texts are shown one after another, and you can add unlimited number of text or any composable here, and they will be shown in a linear layout style fashion here. So this is a column. So if you want to achieve some type of behavior just like that, and so we can use the compose column for that. Now this column has some properties. It accepts some type of arguments. So I just wanted to show you something like first first one. At first I just wanted to show you that, let you know that this column, even if this is the only composable in our full review, but this column is by default is taking only the space that it needs. That is that is the similar behavior which we call as a wrap content in the XML layouts. So this column, so now this text and this text combinedly, only this much of space is occupied by this column, and whole this space is not occupied. This column will only occupy whole space if we declare it explicitly like a fill max size, and now this column will fill whole size. Now I just wanted to discuss one more attribute for this one, that is important. If you just wanted to arrange this text or align this text, then how we can do that I wanted to show. For that, let's duplicate these two. Okay, now we have total four four text composable in our column. So you can see here there are four. So if we want to arrange this, how we can arrange that? So we have an attribute for that, that is vertical arrangement. So this columns by default axis is the vertical axis, because all the items which we are going to add one by one, they are getting stacked one after another. That's why this column is going forward in the linear direction, the vertical direction. So that's why uh, this is the by default vertical direction axis. And in case of this vertical arrangement, we have a different types to arrange this text vertically. So what are the types? Let's try. Let's see. So this X, if you hover on this one, this accepts agreement, arrangement dot vertical. So I'll just write arrangement and just click dot, and you can see number of options are there. So this is the top. If I just choose a top here, so there will be no difference, because this is the by default arrangement that we get in the column. So that's why there is no much difference. We also have a bottom. So obviously if we select the bottom, all the text will be start from a bottom, and whatever the new items will be added, that will be added from the bottom itself. So this is the arrangement. And the third arrangement is also very obvious. It's the center. So every content in the column will be arranged center. So these are all the options that we commonly see, but there are some more options of how to arrange these things here. So here something called as a space. So space, we have three properties: space around, space between, and space evenly. So just go to them one by one, and I'll just explain how they works. So first one is a space between. So as this separate text are there, so space between works like that. If you are able to see here, these all these texts are spread, and they have gaps equally in between them. Like this is a text composable, this is at the top, and this last one is at the bottom, and between these two have the equal space. So this space and this space are even between, and these are the space in between. Like all of the space is divided by the number of children, and their space is equally divided in the between those. So this is the behavior of the space between. Let's move toward the space around. So let's have a look at that. How is it? Yes, we do have a space, but this space, and this space, these three spaces are equal. And we additionally we also have this space at the top and this space at the bottom. Earlier in the previous space between, we didn't had any space on the top and the bottom, but we in this space around, we also have a space around all of this composable. So but this text is a small, this text and top and bottom, this space and bottom this space, these two spaces are similar, and these 1 2 3, these spaces which are in between, that are equal. So that is the behavior of the space around. Third one is the space evenly. If we just click on this one, then let the rendering complete. Okay, now this is the even space. So as you can see, all the space we are able to see here is equal, is even, is equal. In the space around, what we are observing, this space, the spaces between the composable is bigger, and the top and bottom space we were getting, that is only half. That is only half space, half portion of the whatever the space we have in the between. But here in the space evenly, we have all the text at the same, all the space at the same. This total space is actually arranged in one after another fashion, and it is divided equally between the text composable. So this is the behavior of the space evenly. Now there is a one more attribute, that is spaced by, and this accepts some type of space that we can just give as a let's say 20.dp. Let me put the dp and see what the effect is. Okay, now as this name suggests, every new composable will be spaced by this much of height. So this start at its first start, this is a composable text, this text composable has been drawn. After that, it is spaced by a 20 dp, and then this second text composable has been drawn, and this again the 20 dp height has been released, and then again this third text composable has been drawn, and similar way the fourth one is drawn. So this composable has a 2020 dp space between them, and that's why it is called as they are spaced by this much of this much of size. So these are all the attributes we can see in the vertical arrangement, and in case of configuring complex layout, this comes very handy. Now that is about the arrangement, but we also do have the alignment option here. Let's say, so alignment, it will be a horizontal alignment. So how to align the text in a horizontal manner, so that we can also specify. We have by default three options for this one, as we can already think of a alignment dot start. Sorry, it will be a, sorry, I have selected the arrangement alignment dot start. Okay, so if I added this attribute, you will not able to notice any difference, because by default this alignment is given at the start. If we just made it to change to the end, so this will be end aligned at the end of this screen. And if we already have an attribute that is center, but we can use center horizontally. So if we just use this center horizontally, then this will come as a in a in a center fashion. So we can make a use of the both of these combinedly. If I want this text all in the center and align both center and vertical. So what I'll do, I'll just write arrangement dot center and alignment dot center horizontally. So this is the output we'll be able to see. So these, so making use of all these combine these properties and different attributes we are able to access here, we'll be able to achieve even the complex UI as well. These are much more flexible. So now that is about column. Now let me go to the row. I have created a separate class for the row and already created a function for the composite function for the row. So that is also almost the same. Let me copy this all text from the column and I'll paste them here. So of course these all texts are drawn on top of each other. So I'll just wrap this with the row composable. So just like a column, row is also one of the composable. Row column was helping us to arrange the item one after the another in a vertical fashion. Row will help us to arrange the composables one after another in a horizontal fashion. So I'll just take all of this text and put it here. Okay, I'll just make this text shorter in order to see the effects that I wanted to show. This is a composable text. This is a composable and it's a text. So these are the separate composables now. This is a composable text. Okay, and now you are able to see, they are arranged in a row fashion. That is that they are arranged in a vertical fashion. Now just like a column, we also have all of these attributes with the row as well. Let us just do fill max size for the row as well. Don't worry if you don't understand this one. We will be have a dedicated video about the modifiers in Compose, because this is a concept that will require a separate video. And for now, just understand that what it is doing, it is just expanding this row to full all the width we have available here. That is the only purpose. For the row, for the column, what we had a vertical arrangement and horizontal alignment. In the row, we'll have a reverse. We'll have a vertical alignment and horizontal arrangement. So we'll first write a sorry, horizontal arrangement, because this with the row we will be able to arrange the items horizontally. So that's why this attribute we have here. So we can just write a arrangement dot the start comes by default, and the center, if we use this arrangement dot center, then it will make all the composable in a center, in a centered fashion. So this is the center, and if I just write it as a end, so it will align to the end. So this three we have already seen in a column, so everything will work exactly same, just like we had seen in the column. Now the space things, now I just write a space around here. This will give a same effect that there will be space around starting and ending, and here they will have a twice space here, 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 and here. Between all of the composable we have a good amount of space, and this, and we'll also have a space around the starting and ending, but this space will be only half of the space we have available between the two composables. Second one is the space between. So as you all know, it will not unlike that space around, it will not leave any space starting and ending. It will fill up all the composables, and will put whatever the remaining space will be, it will put evenly in between each of the composables. And the third one is space evenly. So space evenly will do a same thing. It is a basically a combination of space around and space between. So it will just calculate all the remaining space here and fill it between all the composable plus starting and ending. So this space between the two composables, this space and the starting space is similar, starting and ending space is similar. So this is the behavior of the space evenly. All of the behaviors are same, but it's just like that we are seeing that behaviors in the horizontal fashion. And we also have this here spaced by. So spaced by, we can just write a 4.dp. So in the long text, it will be harder for us to find out that, but yeah, it will work. Okay, let's do one thing, 10 dp. Yes, now you can see that there is a 10 dp space in each of between each of them. So that is the thing that we can have achieve with the help of horizontal arrangement. So just like a column, we also have a vertical alignment here, because we can align the items vertically here. And as usual, as we have already discussed, that we have three options here: alignment dot center horizontal, top and bottom. If we just choose a top, we won't be able to notice any difference because the top comes by default. So I'll just write here a bottom. So as soon as I have write it here, so this is composable will come as a bottom alignment. And the third one is a center. So alignment dot center vertically. So if we choose this one, then it will come in the center here. So this is the also another combination. We are using this in a combination of this one. Let's say arrangement dot center. So the test is coming is will come like this one, and it is both horizontally arranged and vertically arranged in the center. So that's why this effect we are able to see here. So these are the things that I wanted to show in the row and column. So with the help of rows and columns and all these arrangement and alignment things, we will be able to achieve even the complex UI as well, to build our great UI with the help of Jetpack Compose. Now, the third part I wanted to discuss in this video is the box layout. I have already created a separate file for this box function, and okay, now I don't have any function as of now. I just wanted to annotate it with preview, not here at the top. At the rate preview and at the rate composable. Okay, and in the preview I'll just write show background equal to true, so that we'll be able to see the white background to make you understand better. So okay, we are now able to see this, as we don't have any composable in this. So the white, so nothing is displaying on the screen. So there is a box layout. Okay, so what this box does, Let's try by adding some text inside this one. So I just copy these two text here and paste it here, and let's see what happens. Okay, now I am able to see these two text are here, and let me just give it a fixed size for this one composite for this box. Let's say 300 dp. Okay, now this is the square of 300 by 300 dp, but this is a box. But what I am able to see is it's still giving the same behavior as we don't as per the normal composable, right? If we don't have this box modifier here and we put directly these two text composable in the in this function itself, then also the effect will be same. Then what is difference in the box layout? Well, the box layout helps us to arrange the items on top of each other and align them accordingly as per the requirement. So let's say, let me show you first thing. It has a one attribute called as a content alignment, and we have here this here alignment attribute. So we can just write it alignment dot center. If we just then we can align the items inside this box. Okay, now this box is of 300 dp, and all of this both of these items are arranged here in a center fashion. Okay, but still they are overlapping. It will be beneficial if one composable, if I can separate one composable from the another and align it up to somewhere, like at any some border. So what I'll do, I'll just put it in modifier, just write modifier. So modifier dot, we have an attribute called as alignment. So I'll set a separate alignment for this composable, alignment dot top start. And as soon as I do this, this composable are different. Let's say now this composable is arranged in a top start fashion, and this composable, as we haven't given any specific alignment, then it is inheriting an alignment of a parent, that is the alignment of center. So this composable is at the center and this composable is at the top start, but that's fine. Okay, this is the thing. But what is the real life use case for this one, where we can have a real life implementation for this one? Yes, now we'll be able to see, now we are going to see that right now. Let's say we have one image here, and but many times if we see the image in the gallery, there is also option to make that image as a favorite, and to make that image a favorite, we have small heart icon on top of that each other. That icon is probably not beyond the image, it is on the image, but arranged somewhat like a top end corner. So that type we are going to achieve now. Let me show you so that it will be more interesting to see for you. What I'll do, I already have an image, so I'll use just image here, image composable here, and we have a painter here. Painter equal to painter resource, painter resource. I'll just write r dot drawable dot. I have a good image of a home now, so I'll just going to use that. And another attribute we need here is a content description, so we can just pass as a null to that for as of now. And yes, we are able to see the home image here. Now, as this box composable already have something that has a fixed size, then we can just remove this size, because this box will make the behavior of the wrap content and will only take the space which this composable needs. Okay, now this is the point. Now let's say this is the image in our gallery and I want to add a favorite icon to this one. So let me show you how the box can help us in that. I'll write another composable here, that will be also and that will be an icon, and I'll just write a image vector, dot sorry, image vector icon, icons dot default dot favorite. And one is a again content discussion. I'll just pass as a none. Okay. Now we'll be able to see some heart icon in this one, right? And I'll also give in as a tint as a color dot red. So we have a small cute red icon of heart shape we have here. I just wanted to now align it to the top end. So that's very easy. I just use a modifier to modifier dot align, and I'll just use an alignment dot top end and let the rendering complete. And yes, we are able to see the heart icon here itself. Like we have this image as a favorite, and we'll just click on this composable and it will be shown here. So this is the main use of the box. So we are able to arrange the items as per our requirement on top of each other. Now if I put some another composable here, but that composable will be drawn sequentially. Let's say first image is drawn and then icon is drawn. If I just replace this icon before the image, this icon won't be visible. Why? Because at first icon is drawn and then image is getting drawn. If you can see with the zoom, let me just zoom in. You can see here heart is still present there, but it is showing at the back of the screen, at the back of this image, because first the icon is drawn and on top of that image is drawn. So as icon is drawn, you can see a small red here, you can see a small red dot here. So that is the heart shape that we have here. Just they are arranged one after the another. So this is thing the box can provide us. And now let the rendering complete, and now we are able to see like this one. Now I just wanted to show you again one more thing in the box itself. How can box make us life more easy with that? Let's say this icon is there. Okay, I want to draw another icon. Let's say this is the star icon. Like I just wanted to show some different behavior for that. This is star icon, and we'll give this tint as a white. And it is, yeah, currently it is here, and I want to align it as a bottom end so that it will come here. Yeah, it is now here. So this is now looking good. Okay, so this is now looking good. But what will happen if the image will contain a white white in the this base? So when the image will come as a white in the space, then this star icon won't be visible, right? So what should be solution for this? It will be nice if you have some gradient that is black here, and then gradually it is fading away into the transparent. So this gradient will be very great. How to do that? Box help us in that. Let me show you how gracefully it can handle this. I'll take another box here and make sure that please note the position where I'm taking this box. I'm taking this box just after the image because I wanted to apply that gradient just after the image. I want the image first to be drawn. After that, this gradient should be drawn, and after that, on that gradient, these two icons should be drawn. That's the behavior I wanted. Okay. Now let me do that. Modifier equal to modifier dot for the background. For the gradient, we'll just use a background attribute, and this background can accept the brush. Brush dot vertical gradient. I wanted to gradient vertical gradient. You will be amazed to see how the compose makes this gradient so easy. We have here a list of colors. We just wanted to show the list of color, so I'll just write list of, and I just had to give the list of two gradients. Like if I want a transparent here and which goes into black color here, then I wanted to give then I have to give the two colors. Here I'll write color dot trans sorry, not magenta, transparent. because it will be, as it is a vertical gradient, it will be drawn in the top to bottom fashion. So at the top I want a transparent color, and at the bottom I want a black color. Okay, rendering is complete, but we are not able to see any type of gradient. Why? Because the same thing, this box don't have any children in them. So as long as any composable don't have any children in them, they won't occupy any space. Space will remain as a 0 dp. So we will not be able to see here. But we have one more attribute to make that, to make, to take up the size, match the parent. Like we had a same attribute in the XML as a match parent. So we had attribute as a match parent size, and once I do that, then you can see a cool great gradient effect here. So even if now some image comes as a with a uh, whitish color at the bottom, still our this star icon will be shown. We can also give a yellow color to this one, so for a better visibility. And now it is showing a great gradient. So this is how the box help us in so many ways, and this is so much easier than to do in the XML, because the XML we had to define a separate drawable, a separate color for each of these, and in the Compose only this code is doing this great work of the gradient. So this is how we can achieve box in our Compose. Now a small thing I just wanted to show you, that is a spacer. Let's say I want to have some space before this image, before starting of this image. So just like we give a padding or margin to this, Compose have only padding, it doesn't have any margin. But if there are so many text fields and just we just wanted to give a space between them, then we have a spacer here. So spacer, and we can just give it a height, modify that height, and let's say how much height should we give, 50.dp. And let the rendering complete. Okay, it won't be shown here. Let me show you in the column. Let's refresh the layout for me. Okay, thank you. Okay, in the column I am just putting this spacer, and let it take the height of a 100.dp. Okay, now you can see 100 dp is only a space. This is the text composable, and this is only a space, that is the 100 dp. So 100 dp has been occupied by the spacer, and this all composables continue. So this is just a small layout called a spacer, but small, but can be helpful in various while building a complex UIs. Now this is how row, column, and box composable work in Compose. I hope all the things are now clear. I just suggest you to have a hands-on of this while running this video, or after watching this video. Then please try at your own, so that you will be grasp a good understanding of this one. And if you still have some doubts, then you can put your questions in the comment box below. I will try my best to answer those. If you like this video, then please click on like, share with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, so that whenever a new video of this tutorial series is published, you will be notified. We will meet in the next tutorial with some another interesting topic. Till then, goodbye.